Hello everyone and welcome back to Yoga with me, Kara Thofi. Today we're going to be jumping into a sequence for Warrior 3. For those of you who haven't done Warrior 3 before, it is a really awesome single leg balance, really builds some heat in the quads, nice flexibility and strength in the hamstrings, so I'm really looking forward to getting into it. This sequence I've actually adapted from my yoga teacher training. It was a sequence that I did for my exam, so it does hold a little bit of sentimental value for me. But yeah, it is a really great sequence. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please do let me know in the comments down below if you have any requests. And yeah, let's get going. All you're going to need today is the usual sweat towel and water bottle just to keep yourself refreshed. And if you do have a yoga strap, otherwise just a sweat towel that you can use to help stretch. Also, if you do have them, some yoga blocks may come in handy. Or you can just prop yourself up on some books or a step or anything just to lift up if you need it. You may not even need it, just see how you go in the sequence. And yeah. Otherwise, get yourself ready, settle down on your mat, and let's get going for Warrior 3. Awesome guys, so we're just going to start checking in with the breath, so just come to a nice natural cross-legged seat on your mat in the middle, hands resting on your knees, palms facing up, and just closing your eyes as we take a moment just to check in with the breath here. In yoga, we move with the breath, which is why it's always important just before we get going, take a moment, check in with the breath, check in with the body. And just notice how you feel as you start to unwind and prepare yourself for the next 60 minutes. Slowly start to deepen your inhales and exhales. And with every inhale, bring energy into the body, start preparing yourself physically for the session ahead of us. And every exhale, just relax, let go, settle in, get comfortable with yourself. Good, nice and gentle. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, open your eyes. Exhale, slowly fold forwards as far as you can, either all the way down with the head resting on the floor, or up on your forearms with a natural lift in the head, or if you even need, just being up on your fingertips with a slight drop in the head. Just going to wherever you need to be today, listening to your body. Using the breath, slowly feeling into the lower back and hip area. And as you inhale, visualize your breath going into the hips and glutes. And as you exhale, maybe walk those hands a little bit further forward, sinking a bit deeper into the fold. Starting off nice and gentle on the body. Slowly walk those hands back as you inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to your sides. Good, so Warrior 3 is also a forward bend sequence, so we're going to do another forward fold in our unnatural seat. Grab your front shin, bring it behind, and we're going to do the same again. Inhale, arms reach up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forwards as far as you can, up on your hands, down on the forearms, or all the way forwards. Using your breath, just feeling into the back and hips. Use your breath, inhale to the tightness. And as you exhale, walk those hands just a little bit further forward, sink a little bit deeper into the fold, going at your own pace. slowly bring those hands back up through center. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands down to your sides. And from here, you're just going to turn to the side, grab your strap or your sweat towel if you don't have a strap. Extend both legs straight ahead of you. Bring both palms to touch ahead of you and take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, roll back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Good. From here, make sure you're nice and comfortable. Unravel your strap. Extend both legs straight up and place the strap over the ball of your right foot. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, left leg goes down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Keeping both feet nice and flexed, nice and active. And using your breath to stretch into that right hamstring. Good. Keeping this leg as straight as you can. If you need, you can have a micro bend if your hamstring is really tight. But just resting here, using your breath. The sequence is all about hamstring flexibility as well as strength, so we just got to open up the back of the legs. One more breath here. Breathe into the back of the leg. And as you exhale, pull that leg in just a little bit closer. Good. Now take a hold of both straps or both sides of the sweat towel with your right hand. Left hand can just come to rest on your hip, and you're just going to open up that right leg to the side. Good. Just as wide as you can. I'm getting stopped here by the wall, but that's okay. I'll keep it off the wall to keep building that strength. You can also place that left hand on the floor. One more breath. Inhale, come back up through center. Bring that left leg up to meet the right. Swap the strap over to the left foot. Deep breath in. Exhale, right leg down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All the way down again, keeping both feet nice and flexed, nice and active. Using the breath. Every exhale, pulling that leg in just a little bit closer. Good. In yoga, we always use the breath to feel into the body. And we're being nice and gentle to start. I promise the heat and the movement is coming, but we're just being nice and slow. Good. Take a hold of the strap with your left hand. Right hand can rest on your hip or on the mat, wherever's most comfortable for you, and you're just going to open up that left leg. Your hand can slide down the strap or towel as you open up as much as you can. Using your breath. If you're shaking, it's good. You're building a bit of strength. And we come up through center. Bring the right leg up to meet the left and release the strap down to the side. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a little bit of a break. Good. From here, relax the head back. Place both hands on your sides and extend both legs straight up. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, left leg down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Good. So now you see we're in the exact same shape, just without the strap. So now we're building into some strength, keeping both feet nice and flexed, nice and active, pushing through both heels, creating length in the legs. If you feel yourself shaking like I am, it's good. Like I say, we're always building strength here. One more breath. If you notice that leg dropping, just pull it up. Good. Inhale, left leg up to meet your right. Exhale, right leg down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Resting here, or hardly resting, you're nice and active. Using your hands spread nice and wide, gripping into the mat, keeping both feet active, pushing through those heels, creating length, stretching through. One more breath, feel the burn. Good. Inhale, right leg up to meet your left. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest, take a little bit of a break. Good. Last time, relax the head back to the mat. Extend both legs straight up, feet nice and flexed, and extend your arms overhead, nice and tall. Your hands can come to rest on the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, right leg goes down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. And then begin to rock back and forth until you come all the way up to a seat. Good. From here, just going to do a little bit of core work. Bring yourself into the middle of the mat. Make sure you have enough space behind you. If you need, you can support your hands behind your back in this nice little diamond shape. Otherwise, lifting up those legs, bringing the shins parallel to the mat. If you need those hands behind you, keep them there. Otherwise, extend your hands straight in line so it's a nice flat tabletop here. Good. From here, inhale, extend down to a low boat. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull up. Last one. Inhale, extend. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale, pull up, and relax back. Whew. Getting hot. From here, coming over onto all fours into a tabletop position, making sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are directly underneath your hips, fingers spread nice and wide, index finger pointing forwards, and you're gripping into the mat for extra support on those wrists. Going to do some cat-cow. Toes can be tucked or flat, whatever's more comfortable. And you're going to inhale, lift the chest, tailbone goes up into cow. Exhale, round through, push through those palms into cat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, roll those shoulder blades down and back, switch on the back muscles. Exhale, push through the palms, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale to lift. Exhale, round. Good, and come to a nice flat tabletop. You can roll that spine around and barrel rolls, mobilizing the back, feeling into the joints, and go around the other way, just letting those back muscles relax after all that work. And then come to a nice flat tabletop. From here, you're going to inhale, extend that right leg back, foot flexed, toes pointing to the ground. Notice how my leg is a nice straight line with my hip. It's not too high or too low. We're building the fundamental shapes for our warrior three. You want that nice straight line, pushing through the heel, creating length. Good. One more breath here, watching that hip doesn't swing open, keeping it down nice and parallel with the mat. And exhale, release. Other side, inhale, extend that left leg, keeping it nice and in line with the hip. Watching that hip doesn't swing open. It'll do that to try help with your balance. Just drop it down, switch on those tummy muscles. Good, pushing through that heel, creating length, reaching from the crown of the head all the way through to that heel. One more breath. And release down. Good, same thing, incorporating opposite arm to opposite leg. Warrior three is about length, so inhale, extend that right leg, push through the heel, extend that left arm, reach through the fingertips. You're making yourself as long as you can. Notice the nice straight line all the way from my fingertips through to that heel. And you can feel the spine opening up as you reach as far as you can. One more breath, keep gripping into the mat with the right hand. And exhale, release. Other side, inhale, extend the left leg, nice and in line with the hips, right arm reaches forwards. Push through the heel, reach through the fingers. You want that length in the spine. Using the breath. Keep gripping into the mat with that left hand, make yourself long. One more breath. And release down tabletop. Quite an intense tummy workout. Yoga's about core. We like a lot of core strength. So from here, stepping back to a plank, more core. Gripping into the mat with all 10 fingers, making sure the hips aren't too high or too low. You don't want to be crunching that spine. So keeping a nice straight line, nice natural lift in the head. One more breath. And exhale back, downward dog. Good. So our first down dog, so you can bend and straighten one leg at a time, pushing through those heels. Feeling the stretch go all the way down your hamstrings, your calves. Good. Find stillness. Let's get into that nice triangle down dog shape. Bend both your knees just slightly. Lift the sit bones up and back and slowly straighten those legs. Good. You feel it deepens the stretch down the back of the legs and gets your bum up a lot higher, so you're in a nice triangular shape. Good. Nice and slow. Walk to the top of the mat. To a forward fold. Get a nice bend in the knees, toes together, heels apart. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, get the belly on the thigh, and rest in a ragdoll just for a moment. Take a hold of either elbow, sway from side to side. Good. Then come through center, plant your hands on the mat, and you're just going to pedal out your legs. So bend and straighten one leg at a time. Feel that stretch go down the side glute and into the hamstring. Moving at your own pace, feeling out your body. Good. One more each side. Good. And come through center. Nice bend in the knees. Slowly rolling yourself all the way up to the top. And reaching all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands down. Good. I'm really building up a bit of a sweat. It's quite hot in my recording room today, so bear with me. So now we are going to start with our sun salutations, the nice dynamic part, the heat that I told you was coming if you aren't already sweating. Starting with 2 basic rounds of sun A, toes together, heels apart, arms facing forwards. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards, bend the knees, get the belly on the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to a high plank. Fingers spread nice and wide, gripping into the mat, no chaturangas just yet. Just a deep breath in. And exhale back to downward dog. Take some time to pedal it out, stretch out those hamstrings. This is a hamstring flexibility and strength. Also strength for the quads, so we really want to open up the back of the legs. Take a moment just to deepen the downward dog, how I showed you with the bending knees trick. Then walk forwards to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands down. Same again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back, push the chest. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to a high plank. Gripping into the mat with all 10 fingers. Deep breath in. Exhale back, downward dog. Feel it out, stretching it however it feels good for you. Good, then walking forwards to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Toes together, heels apart. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands down to your sides. Now we start with our variations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten the back, open the chest. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. First variation, baby chaturanga. Look forwards on the floor. Lean forwards as far as you can over your toes. Drop your knees. Keep the elbows squeezed in as you go down, getting those elbows to a nice 90-degree angle. Good. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back, downward dog, 3 plank. Inhale, right leg goes back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards between your hands to a low lunge. Drop that back knee. If you need, you can pop a little towel under there. Feel out, listen to your body. Hands are at heart center, stretching into the left hip flexor, feeling a nice stretch in that right hamstring. One more breath here. Breathe into the tightness. Exhale, relax. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, lift the back knee, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Other side, inhale, left leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards to a low lunge, drop that back knee. Remembering in a low lunge, you want that nice 90 degree, not 90 degree, you want that knee over the ankle. Sorry, getting confused with my high lunge. Hands are at heart center. Using the breath to stretch into the right hip flexor and left hamstring. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, lift the back knee, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Walk, step, or jump to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, roll the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms come all the way up, reaching through. Exhale, hands come down to sides. Again we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Hit the belly on the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, high plank. If you're happy with the baby chaturanga, go forwards as you do. Otherwise, if you'd like to try a full, come with me. Look forwards on the floor, lean forwards. Same concept, just no knee drop. You keep going down and forwards. Nice flat back. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back, downward dog, through plank. Inhale, right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards to a low lunge, drop the back knee. Hands are at heart center. Use the breath. From here, push through that front heel, straighten up the front leg, toes go up to the ceiling. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come down to your hips, thigh or shin. This is where your blocks or books can come in handy. If you'd like, you can grab those blocks and prop them up on either side of your leg, on the sides, or upright like this to help you keep that nice flat back, that nice open chest. Otherwise, if you don't have blocks or books, you can just do the hands, thigh, shin or mat, but blocks do come in really handy, and you can see you can adjust it as you progress until you're eventually on the floor. Good. Just resting here, nice flat back, open chest. Keep those shoulder blades rolled down and back. Inhale, come forwards to a low lunge, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, three-legged dog, and down dog. Other side, inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, step it forwards to a low lunge, drop that back knee. Hands are at heart center. Feel into the body with the breath. Then push through that front heel, straighten up the front leg, toes go up to the ceiling. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards, reaching to your hands, hips. Reaching your hands to your hips, or your thigh or your shin, or coming onto your block in whatever way you need. And also just being aware you may need to be slightly higher on the one side if you are a bit tight. One more breath. Good. Remove your box. If you need to, inhale, arms reach up overhead, come down to a low lunge. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, lift the back knee. Back to a three-legged dog and down dog. Good. Walk, step or jump to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands down to sides. Take a moment, grab some water, wipe yourself down if you're getting a bit sweaty like me. Good. And when you're ready, we continue again. Toes together, heels apart at the top of the mat, palms facing forwards. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Roll those shoulder blades down and back to help get that nice flatness in the back. Exhale, release, plant the hands, step back to a high plank. Gripping into the mat. Going through full or baby chaturanga. If you're going baby, come with me. Look forwards, lean forwards as far as you can, drop those knees and continue down. Keep those elbows squeezed into the body. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back, downward dog through plank. Inhale, right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards to a high lunge. Hands are at heart center. Good. So now we're starting to get some of that strength going in that hamstring. Checking in with the breath. If you find yourself starting to wobble, focus on the upper inner area of both of your thighs and squeeze them in together. Switching on the glutes, back and core all together, helping getting you nice and stable. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Other side, inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, step it forwards to a high lunge. Hands are at heart center. Good. Checking that you have that nice 90-degree at the front, straight leg at the back, squeezing those thighs in together. Hands are resting at heart center as you breathe. Focusing on the breath. If you're feeling yourself shake, it's good. We're building heat in the quads and the hamstrings. Nice strength we need for warrior three. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. From here, come forwards to a high plank. Send the knees as wide as the mat, toes together. Forehead comes down to a child's pose. Alternative is toes together, knees together, with your arms behind you. Whichever is most comfortable for you, both have the exact same recovery benefits. Again, if you need, I have explained in previous videos, if your sit bones aren't making contact with your heels, just prop a blanket or a towel underneath so that your back muscles can relax. Resting here, coming back to the breath. Checking in with the body, checking in with how the muscles are feeling. Yoga is a time not only just to move, but also just to learn your body. So it's always important whenever you come into this resting posture, take some time to scan over the body, notice how you're feeling. You're always aware in yoga. From child's pose, coming up into a tabletop, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Stepping back one foot at a time to a high plank. Deep breath in and back to downward dog. Good. Walk, step or jump to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up, reaching through. Exhale, hands down to your sides. Good, so we have 3 more rounds of sun salutations before we go into our peak pose. So push through, we'll take a little break and then play around with warrior three. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Going through the chaturanga of your choice. Look forwards, lean forwards, drop your knees if you're going baby, and keeping that back nice and flat all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards to a high lunge. Hands are at heart center. Good. Squeezing those thighs in towards each other. Good. From here, straightening up that front leg. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards, reaching through the fingertips. And you can bring your hands to your hips, thigh or shin. Also, if you'd like, you can use your blocks or books or whatever you're using just to keep yourself propped up. Also helps with that nice flat back. Props are our friends in yoga. Often people are so scared to use them because they think it's a sign of weakness. But it can actually help you progress so much further in your practice because you see just how much it can improve your form. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come forwards to a low lunge. Plant your hands, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Other side, inhale, left leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards, high lunge, hands are at heart center. Squeezing those thighs in together, this is a strength part here. Straighten up that front leg, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards, hands coming to your hips, thigh or shin if you don't have blocks. Otherwise, grabbing those blocks, propping yourself up, however high you need. You can be all the way up here like me, or dropping down even lower, or again even lower, or if you can, all the way down on the floor. But just listening to your body where you need to be today. Keeping that back nice and flat, the chest nice and open. Feeling that stretch on the back of the front leg. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come forwards to a low lunge. Plant the hands, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Walk, step, or jump to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Good, again we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flatten the back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to a plank. Chaturanga of your choice, look forwards. Lean forwards as far as you can, drop the knees if you're going baby, keeping that back flat all the way down. Oh, these blocks are right by my face. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back, downward dog, through plank. Inhale, right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards to a high lunge, hands are at heart center. Using your breath, inhale, straighten that front leg, arms reach up overhead. As you exhale, fold forwards, reaching through the fingertips. You want to lengthen the spine, hands come to your hips, thigh, shin, or up on your blocks. Keeping that back flat, chest open. Good. From here, walk your hands over to the left side. Turn and plant that back heel. And turn your right toes inwards as we come into a forward fold. Good. Wide-legged stance. You can take a hold of either ankle to help pull you down, let your head hang. If your hamstrings are quite tight, you can have a micro bend in the knees if that helps. Just using the breath, stretching into the body. Good. Plant your hands on the mat, slowly walk them to the front of the mat. Turn the right foot forwards, come up onto the ball of the left foot. Plant your hands, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Other side, inhale, left leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards to a high lunge. Hands are at heart center. You got this. Inhale, straighten up that front leg, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards, reaching through those fingertips. Hands come to your hips, thigh, shin, or up on your blocks, how I showed you. Keeping that back flat, chest open. Keep those shoulder blades rolled down and back. Switch on the back muscles here. Good, one more breath. Then walk your hands over to your right side. Turn and plant your back foot. Turn your front toes inwards. And come to rest in a nice forward fold here. Again, if your hamstrings are tight, have that micro bend in the knees, otherwise nice and straight if you can. And if you'd like, taking a hold on your ankles, otherwise you can just have your hands resting by your head. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Also, if you are super tight, you can come all the way up here. Maybe even prop yourself up on your blocks. Just feel it out, listen to your body. One more breath. And you bring your hands up underneath your head, walk over to the left, turn your front toes, come onto the ball of the back foot, plant the hands, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Walk, step, or jump to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Last sun salutation, you can do it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flatten the back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands and step back to a high plank. Fingers spread nice and wide, gripping into the mat, chaturanga of your choice. Look forwards, lean forwards, drop your knees if you're going baby, keeping the back flat and squeezing the elbows in always. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back, downward dog through plank. Inhale, right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step up forwards to a high lunge, hands are at heart center. Good, inhale, straighten up that front leg, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards, hands come to your hips, thigh, shin, or up on your blocks. Keeping that back flat, the chest open. Good. From here, come forwards to a low lunge. Extend your hands slightly ahead of you. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift up the back leg to a standing splits. You can go straight up if you know where we're going. Otherwise, if you'd like to take a little hop in, get yourself a little bit closer, and then lift up that back leg and extend those arms even further forwards again. Good. If you're feeling confident in your balance, you can take a hold of that right ankle with the one hand, and then turn those left toes out to the side, lift that leg even higher. Good. From here we're going to do a bit of a trust fall, close that hip down, toes pointing to the ground, and fall back to a high crescent lunge. Deep breath in, exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Other side, inhale, left leg goes back, exhale, step it forwards, high lunge, hands are at heart center. Squeezing the thighs in together, inhale, straighten that front leg, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forwards, reaching through the fingertips, hands come to your hips, thigh or shin, wherever is most comfortable for you. Again, you can use those blocks or books if you have them. Using the breath. Inhale, come forwards to a low lunge. Extend those hands slightly ahead of you. If you'd like, hop that foot in a little bit closer, otherwise see if you can lift it straight up. Extend those hands slightly ahead of you, again if you need. And if you'd like, if you're feeling comfortable in your balance, you can take a hold of that left leg with the left hand. Again, turn those right toes out, lift that leg a little higher. Then close the hip toes down to the ground, trust fall back, your mat will catch you, high lunge. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, three-legged dog, and down dog. Come forwards to a high plank, toes together, knees apart, and take a child's pose. Good. Resting here. Coming back to the breath. Letting that belly expand and contract between your thighs, keeping your breath long, keeping it steady. Again, take some time just to check in with the body, notice how you're feeling. And start to prepare yourself physically and mentally for our warrior 3 pose. From here, come up into a tabletop, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Step back to a high plank, deep breath in, and back to downward dog. Walk, step or jump to the top of the mat to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands down to sides. Great stuff, guys. So now we're going to practice going into our warrior 3 from standing, and then we're going to flow into it. So grab some water, wipe yourself down with a sweat towel if you need. Good. Okay, so I'm just going to step a little bit further back on my mat just because I have the wall in front of me. If you need to do the same, that's okay, otherwise being at the top of your mat. Standing toes together, heels apart, And what I want you to do is, because this is a balancing pose, we've been doing a lot of movement, just standing toes together, heels apart, arms in front of you with a natural lift in the chin. And we just need to stabilize ourselves, find our center. So with your eyes closed, you may feel yourself start to sway a little bit, moving around. But see if you can find stillness. Lock into that center and evenly distribute the weight across the whole surface of both of your feet. Until you're completely still. Good. From here, turn to the front of the mat. Toes together, heels apart. Inhale, arms reach up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Shift your weight into your right foot and extend that left leg back until you feel it lock. It should only go about 30 degrees. And then when you feel that lock, begin to pendulum your weight forwards until your chest, okay, I'm just going to hold on here while I look, until your chest is parallel with the ground. Good. Find that point slightly ahead of you. Focus your drishti, your gaze. Hands are at heart center. You can have a slight bend in that standing leg. And remaining here, or if you'd like, extend those arms all the way ahead of you. And bring back to heart center. Ooh, wobble. And then slowly come up to standing. Ooh, okay. So you really feel it in that glute, you feel it in the quad, and you feel it in the hamstring. It is very intense on the leg that is standing. So now we're going to even out the burn. Let's do it on the left leg now. Toes together, heels apart, palms facing forwards. Inhale, arms reach up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Shift your weight into the left foot. Extend that right leg back until you feel that lock. And then begin to pendulum forwards. Again, I'm just going to hold the wall so I can check and show you. Until your chest is parallel. Good. Hands are at heart center. Slight bend in that front knee if you need. Foot flex, toes pointing to the ground. Focusing your gaze slightly ahead of you. And then, if you'd like, extending those arms all the way forwards. And back to heart center. Pendulum up, back to standing. Wow. Okay, so now you know the shape, that full warrior three with the arms extended. That's your full warrior three. You can just keep your hands at heart center. It does throw your balance off by extending your arms. Because if you imagine your body like a seesaw, as soon as you shift more weight to the front, it's going to start to tip. So just be aware of that when you're extending your arms up. Okay. So now we're going to flow into it and then go into our cool down. So we're almost done. You guys are doing fantastic. Starting toes together, heels apart at the front of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up, reach through the fingers. Exhale, fold forwards, bend the knees, get the belly on the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to a plank. Last chaturanga. Look forwards, lean forwards. If you're going full, go all the way, otherwise drop your knees. Continue down through baby, always that flat back, squeezing the elbows. Inhale, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Inhale, push back, downward dog through plank. Good. Inhale, right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards to a high lunge. Hands are up at heart center. Good. Squeezing those thighs into each other. From here, you're going to lean forwards. Focus your drishti, your gaze ahead of you. And like we did in the standing splits, if you'd like, you can hop that foot in and then come up to standing. Good. So your chest is parallel to the ground. Foot is flexed in the back leg, toes pointing to the ground. Remaining here with hands at heart center or extending all the way into warrior three. And then trustful back, high lunge. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, three-legged dog, and downward dog. Other side, inhale, left leg goes back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards, high lunge. Hands are at heart center. Good. So there I obviously couldn't extend my arms all the way because I have the wall, but if you're wanting to extend, please feel free to when we get to the warrior 3 stage. Good. From here, lean forwards. Again, if you need, do that little hop forwards, otherwise lifting that leg straight up. Getting that chest parallel with the ground. See how much this bottom leg is shaking, it's struggling. It's good, it's building strength. Pushing through that back heel, creating length. Extend your arms all the way if you'd like. And then trust, fall back, high crescent lunge. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, 3-legged dog, and downward dog. Good. From here, come forwards to a high plank. Knees as wide as the mat, toes together. Take a child's pose. You made it. It's the end of all the hard work, the burn, the sweat, the stretch. Coming back to the breath. And checking in with the body, noticing how your muscles are feeling. Check in especially with those legs. One more breath. And we start to get ready for a cool down. Come forwards to a tabletop, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And then step back, 1 foot at a time, to a high plank. Deep breath in. And exhale back, downward dog. Take some time, stretch it out, bend and straighten 1 leg at a time. Good, feel into the body, we're slowing it down now. Take some time, bend both knees, lift the sit bones up and back, and slowly straighten the legs. Good. Then look forwards between your hands and just step into the middle of the mat into a nice easy seat, cross-legged position. Tap yourself down if you need. Grab some water. And now we start with our cool down. So starting the end with some seated back twists in your natural cross-legged seat. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, twists behind you to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand, right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms come up through center. Exhale, twist towards your left, left hand behind you, right hand, left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms come up through center. Exhale, bring your hands behind you and take a bind. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. So your hands are in a bind behind you. Inhale, pull those hands back, open up that chest. Exhale, fold forwards, keeping the hands bound, and let the hands come over. Using the breath to feel into the stretch. One more. Inhale, come up, pull through those hands, lift the chest all the way up. Exhale, release. Good. Extend your legs straight ahead of you. Make sure you have enough space behind you to roll back. Palms come to touch, straight ahead, deep breath in. Exhale, roll back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Plant the soles of your feet on your mat as wide as the mat, And you're just going to windscreen wipe your legs from side to side. So this is just releasing the hips, getting a nice stretch into that hip flexor, and you feel it go down that quad of the top leg. So as you go from side to side, take a second just to push through that top knee, feel it deepen the stretch, down that top leg. Good. One more either side. And then come through center, hug both knees into your chest, squeeze yourself up into a little ball, and relax your head back to the mat. Just rest here, you can rock from side to side. Good. Again, squeeze yourself up into a nice little ball, nice and tight. Keep a hold of the right leg, extend the left leg down, head relaxes all the way back to the mat. Bring that right leg out into the side body and higher up, just opening up the hips. And then bring that leg across the body for a low back twist. Right arm extends to a T or a cactus arm. You may notice your shoulder blades lift up off the floor. Just do a little lift and tuck. You want to keep both of your shoulders on the floor. Gaze is over your right hand. Using your breath, inhale to the tightness. Exhale, gently push down on the right knee. One more, inhale. Exhale, gently push down. Good, inhale, come through center, hug both knees into your chest, nice and tight. Keep a hold of the left leg, extend the right leg down, head relaxes back to the mat. Take that left leg out into the side body and higher up, open up the hip. And across the body with the right hand, lower back twist. Keeping both those shoulder blades on the floor, little lift and tuck if you need. Gazes over your left hand. Use your breath, breathe into the tightness. Exhale, gently push down. One more just like this, inhale to the tightness. Exhale, push down. Good, inhale, bring both knees into your chest, squeeze your nose to your knees. Then take a hold of the outer edges of your feet and fall back to a happy baby. Oof, you can feel those hamstrings are a bit tight, a bit tired. It's good, means we've worked them. Gently using your hands to pull down on the soles of the feet, opening up those hips. Then bring the soles of the feet together, knees go out wide. Just resting here, eyes closed. Feeling the hips open. And release a hold of the feet, soles of the feet still together, hands resting on the hips in a reclined butterfly. Just breathing here. When you're ready, extend one leg at a time, let the toes flop out to the side. Arms come to your side, body palms up, and make any final adjustments. And then find complete stillness in Shavasana. Resting here, eyes closed, focusing in on the breath, completely still. And as you lie here breathing, just focus in on every single part of the body, scanning down from the top of the head, checking in with your muscles, noticing how they feel, and then feeling them relax. Scanning down the face, the neck, the shoulders, down the arms into the hands. Feeling all the muscles relax. Coming back down the chest, the upper back, belly, lower back, into the hips, upper body completely relaxed. Continuing to scan down the legs, quads, the hamstrings. Noticing how they feel and then letting them just relax. Past the knees into the shins, the calves, right down to the ankles and into the feet. Right down to your toes. Feeling the whole body relaxed. Slowly start to bring awareness back into the space around you. Rub your thumb against each of your fingers. Start to wriggle your toes. Take a nice deep breath in. Notice the smells around you. And then roll over onto your right side. Bring your right arm underneath your head. Hug your knees into your chest. Eyes still closed. Gently push up through that left hand and come to a nice cross-legged seat in the middle of the mat. Eyes still closed, palms resting up on the knees. Going to finish with our final breathing exercise, so exhale completely. Inhale as much as you can through your nose, fill your lungs up all the way. And exhale, sigh. Again, inhale, full up all the way to the top, fill up every space available. And exhale, sigh. Last one, inhale right to the top, and just when you think there's no more space, take in one last sip of air and hold, hold, hold. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, arms reach up overhead, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center, gently tucking your chin as we come to the end of our practice. Namaste.